What's up, guys? Once again, my Vernon Kid here. Um, I decided to hit you with an audio vid again, on account of I don't really want you guys to see me uh, in the kind of the manner of state that I'm in. Um, Guys, fellow children of the '80s, fellow '80s brats. This mainly is for you guys. This is for you. This is for us. We lost somebody this. We lost somebody that entered our homes and we heard his voice. And whenever we heard his voice coming out of this character, it brought smiles to our faces. Especially the men, the males. Guys, John Erwin passed away. He was 88 years old. Passed away, died of natural causes. Good for him. Glad it wasn't anything serious, but this hurt. This hurt, guys, a lot. And I had a couple of you guys DMing me, asking me, "Did you hear?" And I said, "Yeah, I heard." And I'm like, and then there's some of you that were asking me, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right," but it hurts. It hurts deeply because this was my childhood. Whenever I lose something of my childhood, yeah, it hurts. Absolutely hurts. So much more. John Erwin, again, was the voice of He-Man, the titular character, the world's powerfulest man in the universe. He-Man, Prince Adam, John, Mr. Erwin voiced him. He also voiced Beastman on the series. Now, people who remember him from the 50s and so, he was on Rawhide, classic Western show. But he also voiced art. He voiced uh, characters on the Archie cartoon as well. Fun fact: He-Man was my childhood hero. He was my childhood hero growing up. I remember vividly the amount of times I would run around my place in my underwear with the toy Master Sword that I had, screaming I had the power. To show you how much of a fan I was of He-Man before I really became a Spider-Man lover, and really before I got into comics, He-Man meant everything to me. It was him and the Thundercats. I had every toy of He-Man. Some I even had doubles. My father used to work security at a store which is no longer available, Sears. And at that point in time, back in those days, Sears used to sell toys. My dad was head of security for Sears, and I would always ask my dad to, can you get me a He-Man toy? I would always ask him, Dad, I need this. Dad, I need that. Dad, I need this. Dad, my He-Man is broke. I need a new He-Man. Dad, I need Merman. Oh, can you find Too Bad? It didn't matter. You know what the greatest memories of those was that my dad actually would get them. He wouldn't hesitate. He would. And I would sit down and watch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe in the afternoon up here in New York. At the time, it used to come on Channel 5, which was Fox, up here in New York. This is the 80s. And the lineup, the cartoon lineup was simple. It was very simple. It was Woody Woodpecker. Started at 2 o'clock. The New Adventures of Popeye at 3. At 2:30, excuse me. 3 o'clock came G.I. Joe. 3:30 was a mixture between the Transformers and then later Silverhawks. But that 4 o'clock spot, that hour before the 5 o'clock news, was all He-Man and Thundercats. And once that, you knew it was time for He-Man. And you would hear Mr. Erwin's voice come on and talk about who he is, and says he was Adam, Prince of Eternia, secret defenders of the castle of Grayskull. He would talk about, this is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, by the power of Grayskull. That was Mr. Erwin. To read what people would say about him, I read some reports on Hollywood Reporter. You had, I'm sorry, guys. You had Alan Oppenheimer, who voiced Skeletor in that. You know, stated that he was a series actor, a writer, performer of commercials, musicals, painter, an all-around lovable gentleman, and an indelightable addition to my life. You had Melanie Britt, who voiced She-Ra, Adam's twin sister, said for 40 years, John was not only my brother on screen, he was my friend. And he was the voice of my childhood. So it, trust me when I tell you guys, it affected me. This death affected me deeply. And that's why I'm not showing you guys my face. I don't really want to see. I don't want you guys seeing me crying. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the time and pull out my He-Man and the Master of the Universe DVD sets and watch some He-Man. Watch some of my favorite episodes and just reminisce about the first times I watched these episodes. Mr. Erwin will be missed by many of us fans. I'm just glad he didn't suffer. He lived a good life. 88, that's nothing to be shy about. There are people to this day that don't even get past or make it to 88. But he did. And I hope the people of Cambridge, Massachusetts know how lucky they are to had him. And to the Erwin family, thank you for sharing your dad with us, or your grandpa, or if you ever have kids. I'm not sure if he had children, but thank you for sharing him with us. You know, we children of the 80s just want to thank you. And for me, I just like to say, rest in peace, Mr. Irwin. Uh, you're never going to be forgotten. And there's always going to be a new He-Man that's going to come along and carry that voice of this character, just like anybody. But you were the first. You won't be the last. But you're probably the best. Rest in peace, sir. Rest in peace.